What up, though, world? Philly to the murder myth. We stay on that grimy shit. Y'all already know. Yeah.
That's grimy, and I know the world is sickness. Let me be a tour guide and witness. Walking in the streets of the city, I'm feeling pity, knowing that the world is way too pretty. That's grimy, and I know the world is sickness. Let me be a tour guide and witness. Walking in the streets of the city, I'm feeling pity, knowing that the world is way too shitty. That's grimy, like a dick with AIDS. Fucking it wrong, cause it can't be saved. That's grimy, like Tupac from Juice. Thrown off the balcony, you don't lose. That's grimy, like police brutality. Pussy ass pig tax paying your salary. That's grimy, like faking the rape. Derail that hoe, get her dead on the tape. That's grimy, like fucking your man's girl. Sex getting text, and then that is your ex. That's grimy, like a dude that can't fight. Seen a bunch of cronies, that's baloney. That's grimy, what? Like the city I spit in. Philly did the murder, man, we ain't trippin'. That's grimy, like getting abortions. They unplanned, she ain't even telling her man. That's grimy, and I know the world is sickness. Let me be a tour guide and witness. Walking in the streets of the city, I'm feeling pity, knowing that the world is way too pretty. That's grimy, and I know the world is sickness. Let me be a tour guide and witness. Walking in the streets of the city, I'm feeling pity, knowing that the world is way too shitty.
That's grimy. When you want the cops dead, you stepped outside, shot two in the head. That's grimy. When you're all about drama, picked up the Uzi, shot your baby mama. That's grimy. When you're sitting in the spot, feds bust in, cause your man called the cops. That's grimy. Like no fly zone. Come to Detroit, nigga, chrome to your dome. That's grimy. Like killing your brother. No such love when you're known to be gunner. That's grimy. When you're getting stuck up, followed you home, got popped in your truck. That's grimy. Like the new world order. Chop your head off at the motherfucking border. That's grimy. When you run up for the sack, you'll die for your man. He don't even got your back.
That's grimy, and I know the world is sickness. Let me be a tour guide and witness. Walking in the streets of the city, I'm feeling pity, knowing that the world is way too gritty. That's grimy, and I know the world is sickness. Let me be a tour guide and witness. Walking in the streets of the city, I'm feeling pity, knowing that the world is way too shitty.
Grimy, conniving bastard. You better start driving faster, cause I might be after your fucking throat with a knife and brand. Or a rifle, a handgun, living life in a damn run with no wife and no damn son. Killing Mike with a passion. I'll get life if I can't run. So I bought some new sneakers. Off the cruise leeches, only cost me 2 features. Comfortable never until I'm off of new beaches. With a sacrifice to the devil, the blood of 2 breaches. Killing your soul off, get rid of my soul off. I'm old school like Voltron and Nikolai Volkov. My life's like the Green Mile, cracked out and senile. Burnt with a blowtorch until your corpse is an obscene pile. Crack rock was offered up, so I called the bluff. The donkey punched the honky slut till she coughed it up. It's Jason Porter, politicizing Hollywood. All the way to the coffin, we'll off you in a grimy hood.
That's grimy, and I know the world is sickness. Let me be a tour guide and witness. Walking in the streets of the city, I'm feeling pity, knowing that the world is way too pretty. That's grimy, and I know the world is sickness. Let me be a tour guide and witness. Walking in the streets of the city, I'm feeling pity, knowing that the world is way too shitty.
What's up, family? Welcome to episode 2 of Masters of the Underground. As usual, I'm your host, the Illusionist. Nikki Wickett is not here tonight. She was having some issues with her computer. But tonight we have Politicize on the line. How you doing tonight, homie?
What's going on, brother? Thank you for having me on. And thank you, everybody, for listening. This is your homie, Politicize.
Yeah, I know we've rescheduled this a few times and back and forth. I'm glad to finally get the chance to actually have the interview. Be able to finally get the chance to talk to you.
Yeah, we were like playing like back and forth radio tag here. It's all good.
Yeah, we've done this for a few months now, but finally we're here. We've got the interview, and I know other people are looking forward to it as well as I was looking forward to a chance to finally get a chance to talk to you.
For sure, man. I'm looking forward to it. Talking to you right now too, man.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome for sure. Thank you again for coming on. And how did you
No
originally go about coming across your name, Politicize?
I used to go by the name Political Assassin, and I think it was a little too much. I think it was a little too direct. You know, like, you can't, it's fucked up. People are always like, yeah, you should be direct and everything. Well, when you're too direct in this world, it seems to, like, fuck you in that. It seems to, like, really fuck you up, you know?
Right.
But,
yeah, and then I'm sure with a name like that, you probably had plenty of people trying to bash you just because of your name.
yeah, I mean, they're just like, holy shit, it's too much. I mean, like, it's even like in rap circles, man, especially around like trying to, in the beginning with Political Assassin, I was just trying to get into the rap scene in Philly, and it was a hard one to break into, especially with a lot of Philly rappers, guys like Arab, Meek Mill, Gilly the Kid, and all them. And it's kind of rough because everybody was, you know, I didn't really know much at that point. Everybody's just trying to take dollars out of your pocket, and, you know, hoping that you don't have either enough confidence in yourself or you don't know enough that you're not getting, you know, that you're not getting screwed. But yeah, man, people got on me about it. People like, oh my God, dude, you're going to be on the FBI watch and all this. I'm like, all right, dude, I fucking get it. You know, I chose the name on purpose. So, you know, give it a fucking rest.
Right.
But, you know, it's like I did it on purpose. It's not like I did it and I'm scared to say my name. I love saying it. I changed it over to Politicize. I figure it's a little bit easier on the ears, and I still say the same shit. Nothing's changed at all. It's just, you know, just took the name down a notch. Unfortunately, though, when you look up Politicize in fucking Google, nothing comes up unless you put Politicized rapper. So that's the bad thing about my name, I guess.
Yeah, because that's all a thing with a lot of Google things is you have to literally put in rapper next to people's names so you can't find them.
Yeah, unless you have like unless you have a name that doesn't, like, you know, fit with just a word that's a common word, you know, so it's like, then it works. But otherwise, yeah, sometimes it's a little bit annoying. But,
like, even
you know,
for me, if you try to Google my name, you have to make sure you put the Z in the Illusionist, or it'll pop up like 50 people with the name of the Illusionist on all social media.
yeah, exactly.
I'm doing a Z with my name.
Yeah, maybe I should have spelled Politicize a little differently, something. But fuck it. It is what it is now. I can't change it a second time or a third time.
You're well enough known now that people know who you are, for the most part. Like,
I think people are starting to get a little bit of an idea. Yeah.
How long have you been rapping for, homie?
It's been at least like 8 years now, man. I feel like I wasted a lot of my time rapping under Political Assassin because I wasted a lot of funds. I wasted a lot of time. I didn't really know what I was doing. And then as soon as I started doing Politicize, I started like getting to know more about how to market, how to promote, and a lot of that had to do with Jason Porter because he helped me out a lot with showing me the right way to do it. But I just learned. I learned how to, you know, walk in the grass without the snakes biting me, you know, so to speak. Like, I just kind of learned how to get around the bullshit and do what works and put my money where it works. And, you know, just, so it's been a long trip, but I can say that regardless of what I did, that was kind of a mistake as Political Assassin. Even during those days, I still worked with Gilly the Kid. I still opened for Freeway. I still opened for Enas. I still got invited to the gathering. So it wasn't a total waste. It was maybe just a learning curve, you know?
Right. And I know you've done some work with DJ Clay with the song Devil's Advocate. What was it like working with him, somebody that was a part of Psychopathic Records?
Clay was really cool. I mean, like, I was, at first, you know, you always get that feeling like, that nervousness feeling, you know, but
yeah.
Once I saw him, I was like, I know that's DJ Clay. It's got to be him. So once I saw him, I, you know, shook his hand and just started talking to him, and he made it pretty easy too, man. He's a pretty down-to-earth guy. He's got some interesting stories, and he made it easy to talk to him. You know, he had a humble attitude, and he just acted like your everyday guy, which is really cool. You know, even though he's accomplished so much within his career as a DJ and as an artist, you know?
Right, and I think a lot of the folks over at Psychopathic are like that too. Like, Rude Boy was my very first interview on my wrestling show, and he was on there, and he made it so easy. because you always get nervous when you have someone big at first, but he just made it easy to just chill, sit back, and talk to him for that hour, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, it's always like that. And I remember like Shaggy Two Dope saying like, dude, if you see me and you know and you want to say hello to me, don't be starstruck, because then I won't even want to fucking talk to you. Just say what's up, you know, whoop whoop, like what up, you know, I'm a fan. Just talk to him. But it's not that easy, you know, and it's not that easy to do. It's easy to say for somebody who's done a lot, but it's not that easy to do for somebody who's working their way to get to a certain point, you know?
Right. And yeah, that's one thing that I try to do with myself is remind myself that everybody is still a person just trying to make it through life just like I am, and it kind of helps notch it down so where you're not as starstruck whenever you get somebody, because you just think of them as another person just like you, and it makes things a little bit easier.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Everybody's got to drop a number 2 and make money and feed themselves and their family, and you know, so it's like everybody's got the same deal regardless of what you accomplish. It's just that it makes it that much more fun, I think, when you come across somebody who's done a lot but they're really humble. Like, you know, they just they're not full of themselves, which is cool. You know, in the underground, a lot of guys are like that. A lot of artists are like that.
And that's why a lot of the artists in the underground are still around, I feel like, because if you don't get that big head and you stay humble, I think you stay around for longer. I think it's kind of a key to success in a way.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think anybody likes anyone that has a big head about them. You know, it's just kind of like, you know, it wouldn't make any sense either, because if you're making music for the underground, then who told you to have a big swelled Humpty Dumpty head, you know?
Exactly. I agree.
So
where would you say you draw your inspiration from when you come up with a song?
You know, a lot of times people will say like their favorite artists, but I've kind of learned that your favorite artist or your favorite, you know, whatever producer, whether it be somebody that produces music or movies, or your favorite athlete, whoever the hell it is, man, 99% of the time, once you meet those people, you don't really like them anymore, you know?
Right.
It's kind of a shame. There used to be a band called Kill Your Idols. I think they were a punk band, but like I never got the name. I was like, why would they say that? But then I figured out. I'm like, oh, okay. I kind of see where you're coming from, because yeah, I'll meet people that I look up to and they're straight up dickheads.
Right.
But for inspiration, I think I just draw inside, man. I just take the hardships of life, my own personal experiences, and you know, sucks. Life is hard, man. There's a lot of good people out there struggling, and I think I just take whenever I struggle or I hear people I care about struggle, and I just, you know, I use that to push out whatever comes to mind.
Right. And I always think that makes for a good song whenever you take your personal experience and put it into your music, because people can relate to that more.
Exactly. You take your personal experiences, and then there's another part to it too, because you know there's some artists that feed off of that energy, and that's what makes them do music or not. And it's good to, you know, let what you're going through push you to do music, but you know, that's not to say that if you're happy and you're like, you know, you're happy about life, things are going well, man, you better still be able to put out that angry, aggressive music, you know? Don't let your life situation affect your music 100%.
Yeah, you have to be able to turn it on and off to do music, really.
Exactly. You have to know that one side is music and the other side is your real life. So there's always going to be a part of music that's for entertainment purposes, you know?
Right. And what would you say is your favorite song that you've recorded so far?
So far, it's hard to say. I mean, I think, to be honest with you, I preferred the stuff that I did on Codename Assassin than I did with Grimy. Grimy had a lot of appearances, and it was a lot of fun to do because every song was about something that's either disgusting or grimy, but I kind of liked what I was doing on Codename because I was going a little more political, and I think that was a lot of fun to me. And one of the songs I think I did was Constant Warfare, and I flipped an Immortal Technique beat, and just going on about the state of affairs and things going on. And at the end of it, I kind of took a little bit of a jab at Immortal Technique, and I was like, I'm the best at this political shit.
Right. Yeah, as a
But
matter of
I
fact,
think
that was one of the 2 songs you sent me to add in during the interview after we interviewed. That was one of the 2 songs you sent me.
Oh wow! See, I didn't even realize.
Perfect segue
Yeah.
there. We'll just add in the song like right here randomly.
I did not plan that. I really didn't.
Yeah, the other one you
But
sent me was That's Grimy.
yeah, I think that's grimy too. Like that was another really fun one. Just because like I really like the beat behind it, and it really went well with the song, and just being able to go to Detroit and go down 7 Mile and actually check out where Isham, his original house over there and everything. It was kind of surreal,
Right.
I even like right at the corner store they had like, and their corner store was cool because they had everything in it, but I even got like an ICP hoodie for like $5 at the corner store right around 7 Mile, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool because most ICP stuff around most big city areas is at least $20 for a T-shirt. So if I
Yeah,
hoodie for $5 is pretty sweet.
yeah, that was dope. It was like the authentic shit, I was like, what? I just got this for $5? Wow.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty cool for sure. Did you film the music video for Devil's Advocate in Detroit, or did you film it
No,
somewhere else?
that was in Arizona. Jason Porter's over in Arizona, so I went over there, and DJ Clay also came down to Arizona, and then we did the song in this place called Casa Grande, which was like these big domes, and it was really cool because when you go inside of him, it was almost like a place where like I could picture you could like skateboard in that bitch because it was so big, and it was just really cool. And there was that was the only thing, was that there weren't too many locations there. So when we found that place, we were like, all right, this place can work.
Right. And how did you come up with the inspiration on what you were going to do for the music video? Or was that all Jason Porter that came up with that?
Jason set up everything to get Clay on the track. We were thinking about whether we wanted to have Clay do the hooks or also like rap, because he's also a rapper and he's pretty good at that too. But we figured we'd have him in the hooks and then we just do the verses. I think we managed to piss people off or whatever with it because Jason's doing what he does, and that automatically gets people to cringe on their teeth. And then, I was going off on political stuff, and so I think we successfully managed to piss people off, which I don't care. That's fine.
Whatever. I love the song. I can tell you that from personal listening to it. I loved it. So I'm sure with as many people as it ticked off, most people loved it as well.
That's true. Thanks, brother. Yeah, you always got to have some haters. They do come in handy.
Yes, they do. That's another thing. You got to learn to be able to use that as fuel for the fire as well, so to speak, because there's going to be haters no matter how high up the ladder you are. There's always going to be someone trying to tear you down. That's just the way.
Yeah, that's true. And one thing I've seen is that it's actually better not to respond to them, because it's like, I don't know, whenever I see like my favorite rapper respond to a hater, I kind of, in my head, I think, damn, dude, why are you letting him get to you,
Right.
But at the same time, it's not that easy, because you'll see a comment and you'll like want to go in, but you kind of have to take yourself out of the picture and just tell yourself, well, look, if you're getting a lot of people to listen to you or view you, then that's what's going to happen. So, if that's what you wanted, then you have to accept the fact that there's going to be people that talk shit,
Right. Or do what I do and think of it as, whether they're talking good or they're talking bad, they're still talking about you. So it's going to draw more viewers, so to speak, more people in to find out why the person's talking about you. So in a way,
exactly,
they're doing you a good thing as well.
That's true. I mean, it's funny though. People will talk about you even when you're like saying something real, or you're being real, or you're speaking about something. They'll get mad at that, but at the same time, like, you have all these like famous artists who like make covers on their CDs or whatever videos where they're doing blatant Illuminati symbolism, and it's just like, oh, I think that's kind of cool. Like, what?
Right.
What? Like, you're shitting on me. This person's just saying Hail Satan, and you're cool with that, though. Okay.
Right. Or like
Great.
you'll say something real and they'll say that you're lying about it, you're fake. And then someone will say something completely fake and they'll think it's real.
Yeah, you know, like people just like get on that shit. And now it's getting to the point though where like rappers are starting to get exposed quick here though, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, if you can pull a Slim Jesus and look what happened to that guy. That guy got exposed. I mean, you know, look what happened to Stitches. Stitches got exposed. You know, so
Yeah.
it's like you really got to be careful. Like you got to be about who you are, and if you don't, somebody calls you out on it, career might just go down the toilet.
And it usually does.
It does.
If you're trying to act like something you're not, eventually it's going to come back to haunt you.
Oh yeah, it's gonna catch up with you, you know. And then at that point, you got to figure like, what do I do, man? Do I just give up or do I stay? You know, but it is what it is. You just got to watch it.
Right. And where are you from, homie?
I'm from Philadelphia.
Okay, we live in the same state.
Oh, okay. Where in PA are you?
I'm in Lewistown. It's about 30 minutes away from State College.
Oh, okay. So that's probably like, 4.5 hours from me then, because
Yeah, it's
Penn
hours
State main
away.
campus.
Still the same state, but it's a few hours away.
Oh wow. So what's it like over there?
Boring. It's like really the only thing to do is to go to State College, and that's where the interesting stuff is at. But in Lewistown, there's nothing. There's like Walmart and a couple restaurants. That's about it.
Oh my God! And there must be
Ollie's,
so many.
Goodwill, and Dollar Tree.
The Dollar Tree. Damn.
Yeah, basically the most exciting thing I have is this show and my music.
Wow. I mean, the music in the show is still exciting, but when the only thing around is a Walmart and a bunch of douchebag college kids, yeah, that's.
Look, the college kids are all in State College, so I don't even have that here. It's mostly old people and like hillbilly redneck.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
We got to get you closer around here.
And a bunch of teenagers that are all at the schools and stuff.
Oh, wow.
It's like the most exciting part about your day is going to work, you have a problem.
Oh my God! Tell me you got a GameStop up there at least.
Yeah, I do have a GameStop. It's up by Walmart. But I'm not happy with them right now because apparently they've red flagged me from being able to trade in games for whatever reason. Now I can't trade in games anymore. I'm like, what the heck? So they do that, and then I call their customer service person. I talk to them, and they're like, "Oh, your account's fine. You're in good standing." I'm like, "Okay." A couple weeks later, I go back, and they're like, "Nope, you can't trade games anymore." Like, what the hell?
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm like, I just talked to the customer service people, and they said I was fine. Now you're telling me I can't do it, so it has to be somebody in their store that did it.
Wow, somebody really has we might have to go up to that store and figure out who has trouble with the Illusionist, because he's trying to trade games, damn it.
It's like, I need some money here.
They're trying to stop me from doing stuff.
So now because of that, I said, screw GameStop, and I got a GameFly membership, so now I just rent everything.
Wow. Yeah, you got to get GameFly now, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's what I have now. But it works because for that, you can buy that after you get the games that you want to rent. You can just click to own or whatever, and you can just buy them right there and keep them, and then they'll send the next two out. That's only like $22.95 a month.
That's true, but I mean, you only had the Walmart and the GameStop, and now they're trying to take the GameStop away too.
Yeah, they're trying to take the GameStop away.
What the hell, man?
And you can't go to State College all the time. Jeez. I only get paid every 2 weeks, and we usually go probably every 2 weeks just to get out of Lewistown. It's like, oh, there is a movie theater here, but I never go to it because I think it's trash. So I usually go all the way to State College to go there too. Actually, what I really do is I have Movie Hub on my laptop where I secretly watch movies for free.
Yeah, I kind of do the same thing until Comcast sent me 4 messages about illegal P2P sharing.
Luckily, I haven't had any issue with that yet.
Yeah, knock on wood. I hope it doesn't happen, man, because
Yeah, because then they take away my movie viewing too. Then I'll really be pissed. Like, no Walmart,
no movies,
Walmart,
no
no
GameStop, and a
no
Walmart
movie.
30 minutes away.
Yeah, no, it's like, what are you people trying to do to me? Trying to make me lose my mind.
I think I would lose my mind too. I'd be like, okay, this is fucking shit. What the hell?
You're just like, this is exactly why I'm doing music, so I don't lose my insanity.
Nothing to fucking do here.
Oh man, you can't even imagine it. And then it's like worse because it's like, what was it last weekend? It was like, it felt like it was 110 degrees out, so it's like you can't do anything anyway because you're just like, I'm just sitting in the house today. I'm not going out in this freaking heat.
Yeah,
Like
pretty
110
much,
degrees
man.
out. You like step outside on your porch and you're sweating.
Oh yeah, it's hot as shit, man. It's even today it's hot.
Yeah, and I don't think since I've been here, because I'm not from here, but since I've been in Pennsylvania, I think this is probably the hottest it's been since I moved up
It
here.
has. This has
'Cause
been
I'm
this has been
originally
a
from
bad
Delaware.
summer, man.
And that's actually pretty crazy because I'm from Delaware. My wife's from Georgia. So in Georgia, it would get pretty hot. So I was expecting, oh, you come to Pennsylvania and it's going to be cooler than Georgia. Well, I was wrong.
No,
Especially this
apparently
year.
not.
Yeah, definitely not. Except in the
You
winter
guys should
time.
come to
It's pretty
Delaware, man. Come back to Delaware.
I miss it sometimes, but because at least in Delaware, like in Dover, there's more to do in Dover than there is in Lewistown. At least you had a freaking mall there. Like
Wow.
Best Buy, GameStop, the mall chain, and all that stuff, and it was all within like 5-10 minutes of my house.
Yeah. I used to go to Delaware a lot, man, just especially because it's like tax free, so it's pretty dope.
Yeah, of course that comes out more if you get a job there. It comes out more from your paycheck to make up for that tax free.
That's true. So it's like the cashier behind there is like, I wish I could stab you. Fuck you and your tax free merchandise. Son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
like you're taking more out of my paycheck so that I don't have to charge you.
Man gets stabbed because tax free does not affect the worker.
Oh man. So what's your favorite part about doing music?
The favorite part is it's kind of like music is funny, man. Like when I started doing this, I remember one of my happiest moments was literally like watching my first mixtape get on somebody's blog. You know, I was like, holy shit. I was like, hey, look at all these other CDs. I know these guys. And look, my shitty CD's underneath it. You know, so it's like, you know, I was like super excited. I was like, yeah. And, you know, like, if you think about it, it's not a huge accomplishment anyway. I mean, you know, there's a million musicians, so you got your music on a blog, but just little things
It
like
is
that
to
were
you.
like, it was fun for me, and I was kind of like, you know, I was like, I wonder if I could get it on this blog, how far can I push this? So,
Right.
like, the fun of music, some of it is like, I mean, obviously fun of it's enjoying what you do and standing behind what you say, and sometimes it's hard because sometimes you say things out of shock, or you know, once you're in a genre of music that's wicked shit, sometimes you just say things because it sounds maybe crazy or it sounds cool, but you know, at the end of the day, it's a balance to say what you really want to say and at the same time entertain. But the fun part about music is, you know, liking what you do because you feel like you can stand behind your words, especially if you're saying something that's like a message or trying to reach people's conscious. So that's the fun part. And the other fun part is to push it, you know, to see how far you can go with it. And that's when the fun sometimes becomes like not so much fun, because music is funny. It's like the more levels you jump, the more people you start getting to listen to you, you start to want more, you know?
Right.
Like, you get to a certain point where you're just like, okay, I thought I was happy with people downloading my music and getting a good response. Then people do start downloading it. You do get a good response. What's the next step? The next step is, oh, well, I'm not happy with that anymore. Now I want more. You know, and it's not that you're not happy, but you feel like you want to keep climbing that ladder and keep going. And then, you know, so part of it is the struggle. The bad part of it, I guess, is the struggle to maintain and know that success comes in steps. You're not just going to one day go to the internet and find your name all over the place everywhere. It takes time, it takes effort, and it takes work. So the negative about music, I guess, is that once you keep working harder and harder, you see the fruits of your work, but there's always another place you want to go,
Right. That's like
So, like, for example,
in the same way, because you always want to constantly improve yourself as well. You always know that
exactly,
you can go one step further.
yep. So you're right. It's a negative and a positive, because then you start to get to the point where you're like, oh shit, well, and this is still kind of a stretch, but I'll be like saying to myself, like, fuck, man, like all these people on this freshman class XXL magazine suck. I wish I could be on there. Or then you start to say, damn, I wish my video was on allhiphop.com or WorldStar, and you keep pushing forward and forward, and you keep thinking that, and then you think, damn, I heard so-and-so just got signed to MNE and Psychopathic. Damn, I wish I got signed. So you see, it's like, it's a good and a bad, because the good is, you keep pushing. The bad is that your expectations become higher the more you do.
Right. So it's like you gotta juggle it in a way where you have to learn to be happy with what you're successful for, but not to the point of where you go stale and don't want to keep pushing to do better.
Exactly. And it's hard. It's hard because, every day there's a new person getting signed or getting massive amounts of love that, quite frankly, probably doesn't deserve it. I mean, there's a lot of people that do get it, and I feel happy for them, but then there's a lot of people that don't. And then you start to think, damn, I bet they didn't even put in all the work I did, and they're already here. So it's, when you start thinking like that, you got to take your head out of that, because, well, what the fuck are you going to do? You can think like that as long as you want, but it's not going to help you,
No, it's not, because then you're just going to become another one of those internet haters.
Yep. You're going to be inside like...
become one of the people that you despise the most.
Yeah. You'll become the people that are talking shit to you online, right?
Then you like look back on your life and you're like, I just realized, how am I any better than they are when I become the same kind of person?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, damn it, I'm turning into a bitter old fuck. This is not good.
Turning into this fat old guy with a creepy mustache and not on his computer screen and picks on others.
It's like, oh, don't worry about him. He's just a guy that thought he was going to make it, never did, because he succumbed to his own hatred.
He smells like sweaty gym socks all year round.
Yeah, so it's tough. I mean, you have to balance it. And I guess, like you said, you just have to be happy for each thing that you get, because, I mean, the truth is, with all this music that's out here right now, every person that listens to you is like a blessing. Every person that comments about you is a blessing. Every person that shares your shit. Every person that takes an interest in your music is a freaking blessing.
I agree. Or in today's society, every person that shares your music on Facebook or retweets you on Twitter is a blessing.
Yeah, pretty much,
You're just like, they retweet something and it reaches however many people, and you're just like, I never knew I could reach this many people.
Yeah, you're right. And that's the part of the fun, though. Again, like when I was talking about being excited over getting placed on a blog, part of the fun is like trying to see how much you can reach. Like, like underground rapper, you start up and you're thinking like, man, I'm never going to be able to reach out this high. And then you start to see that it's going places, that doors are opening up that you didn't think were possible. And you're like, oh shit, how the fuck did that happen? Know? But it's your hard work that makes it happen, really.
That's the same thing, really, with promoting yourself. Like, a lot of people, they're too scared to ask an artist or something, hey, would you ever want to be interviewed on my show or something like that? And most artists, if you take that step to just ask them and reach out to talk to them, they respected the fact that you had the balls enough to reach out and talk to them, that they almost always are willing to do it. Because it's like, they're like, most people don't come to us and ask us to do an interview, and we'd love to do an interview.
Yeah, like they're like actually waiting for someone to interview them, and the person interviewing is doubting. So that's good that you haven't doubted anybody, man. And I really sincerely hope that you continue not to doubt anyone or yourself, and keep getting quality artists on here, man.
Oh, I don't, man. I reach out to everybody. like I said, whenever I got Rude Boy and DJ Carlito, that was huge for me. But I just took that step to just step out and ask them. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, I mean,
just take the chance because you don't know what's going to happen. You can not take the chance, and then you miss that opportunity to have something huge happen in your life. That could be.
You're right. Point. Everything really is a chance. I mean, if you take the chance, then you're more susceptible to success. I mean, if you sit around and you're like, well, it's going to come to me because I deserve it. Guess what? Ain't shit going to come to you except maybe your daily mail and bills. But, you know, like, nothing's going to come to you. Yeah, you know, it's, you know, maybe a package from eBay or something. But, you know, you're not going to find success if you're sitting around not reaching out to people. And DJ Carlito, man, that's awesome. Not to hinder Rude Boy, but you know, Carlito's he's really making a name for himself. I mean, I remember DJ Clay talking about him when we were doing the video.
Right, and I know Rude Boy's obviously extremely proud of him since DJ Carlito is his son. But whenever I got him, it was through Rude Boy because I had asked Rude Boy first, and then he mentioned DJ Carlito, and I was like, yeah, I'll definitely get him on. And I got him right after he got off tour with Violent J from that Sick Kids tour they did with the charity. I got to get DJ Carlito on like that right after they got off the tour. That was pretty.
That's what's up, man. How was he to interview? Was he a good guy?
He was just like you and me. I mean, they always are. You know what I mean? Like they're just chill and they just hang. Now that was back when we got a little bit crazy with some of our interview questions. And I decided to change that up a little bit because I'm like, you know, if we keep doing this, some people are gonna be like, we're not getting on their show. These guys are freaking crazy.
Shit. I mean, yeah.
We asked some pretty messed up stuff. And yeah, so I kind of tried to cut away from some of that. Like I still like to have a good time, but I don't want to turn off any artists to the show either because the stuff is so. They're like, I'm offended. I'm not going to answer a question like that. Like, what was it? I think Wicked Whisper was asking if you ever had someone, or if you would ever let a chick crap in his mouth or something. It was like, this stuff is just absurd. I'm just like, we need to stop asking this stuff.
Oh my God, what a weird question.
I mean, it was funny. It made for entertainment stuff for the people listening, but you're like, yeah, you keep throwing questions like that out there, and people are going to be like, we're not doing your show if you're going to be asking stuff like that.
That's true. Or you're going to get people that are going to come up there like, yo, I like it for those questions. But at the same time,
exactly,
yeah, I mean.
So I try to find that thin line between it where I still throw some random funny stuff out there, but I don't go that far out of the box.
So wait, what did he say to that question?
No, I'm pretty sure most people will say no. We asked more than one person that. Who was it? Oh, the funniest one I did was JC the Cancer or whatever. Whenever I asked him the $1 million question, I said if someone would offer him $1 million record deal, but they told me he had to suck their dick when he do it. He just went right along with it. He was like, $1 million, yeah, I'll do it.
Oh!
That guy's hilarious, so I know he was kidding, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's like that movie,
music either, but
Played to the Bone, like he said, dude. Like, you suck one dick and you're gonna be a faggot for life. Like, it's not about how many. It's once the first one goes in, nothing's the same. You know, I mean, fuck.
Yeah, it was funny though, and that guy's he's a cool dude. So usually you can gauge who you can joke around with and push it a little bit farther with. Like whenever you're on an interview with someone, you know who you can joke around with and who you're like, maybe I shouldn't ask questions like that.
Yeah, that's true. Like, you know, if like you had the Queen of England on the phone, like, you know, it'd be like, hey, bitch, would you let me shit in your mouth for $1,000?
Actually,
I would like to do that. Just like that Ollie G show shit, I would like to get really famous people. Like, I don't know, who's a really famous douche?
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. Let's say the Kardashians. Okay, so let me ask you a question. If I put on a Kanye mask, would you let me shit in your mouth? You know? I would ask that question to her. I wouldn't give a fuck. Fuck her.
That'd be hilarious. Yeah. When you have someone like that, or someone you can either know that you can joke around with, or someone that you know is like full of crap with what they're saying. Now, I'm not going to go into details, but we did have one person that was full of crap that we interviewed. I don't even have the interview posted anymore. It's a shame.
Oh, he took himself a little too serious, huh?
Well, he was saying that he grew up with a certain somebody and all this stuff, and it all came out that it was all a lie. So I was like, well, I'm not
Wow.
having this. I can tell you about it off the air, but I was like, I'm not gonna have anybody come after me for this crap. So I took the interview down. It was one of the funny interviews too, because he was talking about like throwing up and stuff, and I was asking if he ever threw up in someone else's mouth and like disgusting stuff like that. It's pretty funny and then he was talking about his wife getting mad at this one person that was like the chick came up, but she wasn't hitting on him. She was like hitting on his wife. And I was like, well, next time, just tell your wife to throw up in her mouth, and she'll leave her alone.
Wow.
It was pretty funny. It was
that is.
Yeah, you always got to watch out because you're going to have just as many people that say they're somebody that they aren't. And then you got the people that are true about who they are, but then if somebody is like, oh, I'm so-and-so, and you talk to them, and you're like, okay,
you might as well just be true about who you are.
Why have I never heard of you?
Like, yeah, that's true.
Your name. I don't see you anywhere.
You know, you might as well just stay true to who you are. You know, it's kind of hard to put on an image. Like, that's why I find it funny with some rappers. Like, they don't know how to differentiate between who they are and their rap persona. So they're in like rap mode all the time. It's like, all right, dude, why don't you calm down? You're gonna fucking bust an artery, or you know what I mean? Like, have a heart attack, dude.
You're gonna get so tight your testicle's gonna explode. Then you're really gonna have a problem.
Yeah, like you're gonna fucking like what's that called when you have you're gonna have a fucking stroke and half of your face is gonna be messed up like Peter Griffin for the rest of your life, taking shit so serious.
Right. Yeah, that's another thing too. You gotta find, because you want to be real as an artist, but you can still be entertaining and have two personalities. Like me, obviously, I'm the Illusionist, so I like to have fun. I do songs like I did with Wicked Monster Killer, where it's like, obviously, that's not a real life song. But then I do something like Painkiller that's real to who I am and experiences I've gone through. So you can draw a fine line between that as well.
Right. I mean, it makes the serious stuff, when you're being yourself and you're joking around, it makes the serious stuff in a way more serious. You know, people take it more seriously.
Right.
You know? Whereas, like, if you can't even joke about anything and everything is serious, I'm sorry, but your personality sucks, and I don't even care about what you have to say.
Yeah, because then everybody just thinks you're a downer all the time.
Yeah, like you know, like, I love saying political stuff, but I'm not going to sit here and, like, be like, yo, man, everything's fucked up and this and that, and depress somebody to death. We already know it's fucked. I'm just trying to live in this piece of shit world. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, it's like everybody knows. You don't have to keep asking in your throat for every single song.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to, like, depress the world and make you come, you know, after the interview, be like, damn, dude, I think I need to do some drugs now. Like, I mean, if you want to do drugs, have fun and do drugs. That's all I'm saying. You know, don't be depressed and do it.
Yeah, we don't judge you at Masters of the Underground. Do whatever you want.
No. There's no judgment.
Do it.
Yeah, just do it, like the Nike logo.
Let me take a stand in that. Do whatever you want, but please don't kill yourself, because we do not agree with suicide at Masters of the Underground.
Yes, do not kill yourself. There's a brighter day tomorrow, and plus, instead of killing yourself, you might as well kill somebody who deserves to die. That's what I say. But anyway.
Or kill your neighbor's cat or dog. Yeah, get it?
Look, if you're going to kill yourself, you might as well go out there and kill somebody that wronged you first. That's all I'm saying. I mean,
no, we have to go out of the way so we don't get in trouble. And we have to say we do not condone violence or murder at Masters of the Underground.
No, I'll say it as convincingly as I can, like Michael Jordan from Space Jam. We do not condone violence or murder. Yes.
We got to play.
Very convincing.
Right. But we do like to have a good time, and that's what we try and tell people. Because I'm very strong on the positive mental attitude bandwagon, where I believe if you can't joke around and have fun in your life, you are going to be a miserable person for your whole life. And I used to be that person, so I know what it's like to be that person that's miserable all the time. That's why I always try and tell people, man, you just got to look on the bright side, try and cheer up, have some fun. Don't just sit there and
try to, man, because you're right. There's a million things every day that could straight up take you out of your element. They could take you out of your zone. They can depress you, and it's true, man. It sucks, and even like it hurts because like even on Facebook, you'll see people going through shit, and you'll see people make posts about their loved ones and that are hurt or in the hospital. And I recently had somebody that I really love in the hospital, and Thank God they're doing better, but it's hard, man. Everybody goes through. Good people go through a lot of bad shit, and it's one of the most difficult things to deal with. Like if you're a piece of shit, if you're a terrible person, I'll say this right here, and I know we just said no violence and everything, but if you're a piece of shit, you're a terrible person, you are, let's say, what's the worst of the worst? A child molester or a rapist or something? If you're one of those people, dude, kill yourself and send me the tape so I can laugh about it. I have no remorse for anybody that's a scumbag as a person. If they die, I don't give a fuck. But good people, people that do good in this world, they try, they get shitted on. I feel like that's me, and maybe that's what you feel like too. But I feel like that's me.
A lot of good people, and that's a thing too with a lot of the stuff. Well, for me personally, being the born again Christian, it's like they tell, like it was in the Bible where it said that doesn't mean that life is going to be easy. It's going to be harder for you because of this. So it's kind of like that's what happens with a lot of good people, where the nicer you are, the more you do to help people out, the more the negative tries to come at you to stop you from growing or being who you want to be.
Yeah,
there's going to be someone to try and stop you from doing the right thing.
There's way more obstacles in the path of a good person than there are in the path of a bad person.
Right. Because what's the point of throwing an obstacle in the point of the bad person? They're already bad.
Yeah.
So it's like there's no point in screwing with them. They've already done what we want them to do. So then there's always going to be more people trying to stop the good people from doing the good things on their path. There's going to be more people trying to trip you up if you're doing the right thing than there is if you're doing the wrong thing.
Oh, always. I mean, there's always going to be a million people trying to stop you if you're doing something good. And that's the way it always is. But then you know you're doing something right when there's people trying to stop you, you know?
Exactly. And that goes the same thing with, that's really with any job or anything you do in life. If there's people trying to stop you, then you know that you're doing something right. Because if you weren't, then nobody would care.
You're right. You're right. And that kind of goes back to the haters and everything, man, because you know, I'll get haters from all sides. There's going to be people that come at me like through racism and they try to take me down that way, and I just you know, it was actually recently, and it's funny, man, because recently, like, I try not to get into shit with people on Facebook, but this guy, like, he tags me in a post. First, this cocksucker tags me in a post. Then I look at the post, and he's, like, totally just talking all this trash about my religion. He's like, yeah, Muslims, this and that. I'm like, dude, you literally tagged me in a post so you could watch me read your bullshit?
That's ridiculous.
I was like, oh. And I got pretty mad at this guy. Like, he was talking shit. I just got to the point where I was like, you know what, dude? Fuck you. What's your address? The fuck do you live at, dude? Because you're sitting here, you're tagging me on a post, trying to get me riled up, and you want to talk shit? Fuck your talk, dude. Where do you live? And he's like, yeah, well, I'll give you my address. I'm like, what's your address? And he keeps talking shit. He's like, yeah, I'll give you my phone number. I gave him my phone number. Like, all right, dude. You know, like,
they always do. They always like try and beat around the bush. Once you challenge them, then they never step up.
No, they don't. It's like, dude, this guy like completely, totally started this argument out of nowhere, and it's like, why are you coming at me, bro? Like, I have no problem with anybody. My best friends are Christian, so why are you fucking with me, dude? You know,
that's
like
the same thing with me. I have friends with people of many different backgrounds, and that's why I said we at Masters of the Underground, we interview everybody and anybody as long as they keep it polite and respectful and don't disrespect us or trash us about what we believe. Then we're not going to do that to you either.
No, like why would anyone do that? And this kind of pisses me off too, because I don't have a problem with atheists, but some of these guys are huge cocksuckers. Like, yeah. I'm sorry, but you know, atheism means that you don't believe in religion. Okay, but that doesn't mean you have to badmouth other people's religion.
Right. I agree, because that's what they do, is they bash every other religion. Like, it makes you look worse.
And I say, like, I don't think atheists are bad people, because, like, I did a track with a guy called Black Waltz, and he's a pretty good artist in the underground, man. And when we did this track, like, he said, like, we got a Muslim and an atheist on the track, and he said, united together forever, got each other's backs. You fucking with him and you fucking with me, regardless of our individual religious beliefs. And I was like, yo, that's fucking awesome, man, because I don't care if you're a Wiccan, whatever, even if you're not one of the three, monotheistic faiths, like, whatever you are, dude, do you. Just don't hate on other people for doing them.
That's exactly how I am, where it's like, we're not the ones meant to judge. It's like, we can still be cool and we can all get along. Like, do you? I don't care what your beliefs are. That's your beliefs for a reason. They're your beliefs and it's your life. I
Right.
never understand that people trash what other people believe.
I don't get it either, man. And this is a random message, but I think that all three of us, Christians, Muslims, Jews, I think we need to shut the fuck up and get together a little bit. I think we need to stop fighting with each other, man. We all believe in one God, so why don't we just stop fighting?
There you go. The political message of the day by Politicize.
That is the political message of the day. If you are a Christian, Jew, or Muslim, we need to stop fighting because we all believe in one God, okay? So let's just chill and get along. There we go. That's the message.
Boom. What a way to actually end the interview, too, because it's been about an hour, so it's like you just end with that message.
Wow, I didn't even realize it's been an hour.
Oh, I didn't either. It goes by fast, man.
Wow, okay.
One time we're going to have to do this at some point on a weekend where I can go longer than an hour because I don't have to get up at 3:30 in the morning.
I got you, and we definitely will, man. I mean, that's just really, I'm glad that this is like this is the third show now, right?
This is the second for Masters of the Underground, but we had quite a few for Wicked Shit before we started this.
Okay, so that's good, man.
I kind of refer to this as Masters of the Underground, formerly known as Wicked Shit for now until this starts catching off. But I'm currently in the process of getting a custom logo made for the show, and I'm working on a theme song as well. So pretty soon, the other Wicked Shit will be in the past. That's the way I plan it anyway. Because like I said, I don't like being boxed into that one thing where it's like you have a certain artist on, they're like, well, they're not classified as Wicked Shit. Why'd you interview them? So now with Masters of the Underground, you can interview whoever you want. Of course, I did that anyway. I was like, because it's my show, and I'm going to interview who I want. If you don't like it, too bad. Don't listen.
Pretty much, man. I mean, this is promising. I definitely, I want to be along for the ride and watch you grow and watch this become a lot bigger than it is. And inshallah, it will. God willing.
Yeah. And I want to thank you again for coming on, homie. We'll definitely have you on again soon. But before we go off, we'll let you do some shout outs and then I'll ask you a final question. But we'll go ahead and let you do the shout outs first.
Oh yeah, for sure. Shout outs to everybody supporting me, man. So just giving me love and spending, time out of their day to either look me up or, to listen to something or send me some feedback. Shout out to all the wonderful sites that I work with, Underground Australia and Ned. He's a good friend of mine, a really good dude. Always supporting me no matter what. Fagel Lovers, Horrorcore Magazine, all the good sites out there that are, working to put the underground out in the front, and all the good friends I've made through this journey in music, man. My good brother Equitas. Thank you very much for Jason Porter, because me and him work together so closely, and it's always been a blessing to have him on my side. And just everybody out there, man, that's been supporting me from day one, like, they're my inspiration, really. They're a big part of why I love to do what I do.
Right. And then, well, actually, I was going to do just one question, but I'll do two. For any of the fans listening, do you have any upcoming projects that you want to talk about real quick before we go off the air?
Expect on election day a video about the presidential election, man. Expect a video just trashing everybody. Expect a video trashing the lesser of two evil party system that we have going on right now. Basically, when you're down about the fact that we picked another turd as the president, just watch my video and it'll feel better. You'll feel better because we'll all be trashing everybody together.
Right.
So I'm going to have that out. Expect a video for Immense Pain to be dropping soon, and probably a new mixtape, man. For the next project I'm doing, I'm not straying away from the wicked shit, but I'm going to go more towards the direction of political stuff, maybe like Immortal Technique and Lupe Fiasco and guys like that. I want to try to see if I can broaden my audience, see if I can catch a bigger crowd. And I think that's one of the things as an artist that you always have to do is just, like if you're motivated towards a political message, then don't be afraid to step outside of the genre you're in and go for more. Try to find more people that might be into your music, because at the end of the day, when you're an underground artist and you don't have a label behind you or sponsors, it's your job to go out there and find your fans,
Right.
Exactly. And so, next project I'm doing should be very political, and, hopefully I'll, the sooner it comes along, the more details I'll have for everybody.
Awesome. And the closer we get, we'll definitely be sure to have you on. Obviously, I enjoyed this. It was a pretty cool interview for sure.
Me as well, man. You're definitely a very fun person to talk to. So, anybody else that is going to come along in the future for more of these interviews, they're going to have a good time.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw the final question out there for you. This is what we like to call, in honor of Wicked Whispers, since she's with her family right now. I'm going to go ahead and throw a $1 million question out there. Now, you heard some of the crazy ones we're going to ask, but I'm not going to go too crazy with this one.
Shoot. Let's go.
Yeah, I usually just wing this one. Well, actually, most people don't know this, but for most of the interviews, I usually just wing it except for like 2 or 3 questions because I like to have that more casual approach feel where we're just chilling and hanging out instead of just an interview where you end up asking the same things that everybody always asks.
Yeah, true. It makes it more personal, it makes it more fun.
Yeah, and that's what I enjoy to do is just chill and talk to the people and get to know them on that level. Yeah, ignore that. That was a freaking Twitter notification. Thanks a lot, Twitter. Now I have to freaking edit this out of the interview.
It's all good.
Damn computer. All right, $1 million question. If someone came to you and offered you $1 million record deal, but they told you that you had to go and do country music instead of rap music, what would your take be on that?
Now, could I do a country music song making fun of country music?
Damn it! I'm the one asking the questions here, not you.
Right? You know what? It is a hard question. For $1 billion? Okay, if I can do a country music song,
we'll do $1 billion.
for a substantial amount, if I could get like one, you know how like every rapper in the world like gets to somehow do like a verse with Tupac in it or some shit, or Biggie?
Yeah.
Like, you get big enough at some point, somehow you're allowed to do that. Well, okay, if I could get that kind of money to do a country music type song, I'd do it only if I got a cameo by Johnny Cash in it. That's it.
There you go. That's actually
there we go.
A good
So,
one.
if I got the right somehow to have Johnny Cash in my video to do a country type song, yep. For $1 billion, hell yeah. Yep.
We'll do it.
I will do it.
All right, homie. Thanks again for coming on. We'll definitely be sure to have you on again. That's another episode of Masters of the Underground in the books. We'll see you again. Actually, I believe this upcoming Sunday we have Savage Daffy coming on, so be sure to check that out as well.
Okay, fellas, everybody check this out. Check out Masters of the Underground because this is heating up, and I'm telling you, this is going to be like lava, dude. So, check out Savage Daffy and make sure to check out the next shows after that. And thank you for having me, brother.
Thank you. Have a good one. Whoop, whoop.
You too. Peace. Whoop.
Why the president's kids go to school guarded up like Fort Knox, but ours just go to get shot. Clock out, a buck. Bitch made faggot, now you making me mad. Means if you can't fight one-on-one, you should be stabbed. Why you bitch ass people try to pick on the weak? I'm exposing the truth like it be WikiLeaks. Heat seek on them bitches try to kill on the cold. Just stand strong, motherfucker, cause the industry folks. See, I politicize. You underestimated and hated and thought I couldn't bring it, but you sadly belated and now I'm back. Hitting harder than heart attacks, killing revolutionaries, spitting the facts. See, I'm politicized. You underestimated and hated and thought I couldn't bring it, but you sadly belated and now I'm back. Hitting harder than heart attacks, killing revolutionaries, spitting the facts. See, I'm politicized. You underestimated and hated and thought I couldn't bring it, but you sadly belated and now I'm back. Hitting harder than heart attacks, killing revolutionaries, spitting the facts. See, I'm politicized. You underestimated and hated and thought I couldn't bring it, but you sadly belated and now I'm back. Hitting harder than heart attacks, killing revolutionaries, spitting the facts. Yo, like Loaded Luck said, you gonna get this fucking work. The fuck is the difference between these so-called hip-hop cats and these mainstream cats? Nothing. Ain't shit. You both behind the label. You both act bougie. You both think you're too good to work with, motherfuckers. Only difference is you try to claim you the gods of hip-hop, saying some real shit. Well, let me tell you something. Y'all are the fucking past. I'm the present and the future of this political hip-hop shit. Y'all are done. Politicize. Codename Assassin. Ain't nobody better than this. Muslim man standing up for his rights. Ain't scared of shit.